Elmhurst. During our stay-at-home order, you might be experiencing a shortage in Instagram-worthy coffee drinks. If you are able to support your local barista, please do so safely by social distancing, using curbside pickup, and tipping well. But if you need an at-home solution to your caffeine withdrawals, I have a quick and easy recipe for whipped coffee that might get you a couple likes on Instagram. Let's get started. To make whipped coffee, you're going to need the following ingredients: milk, sugar, instant coffee beans, hot water, and ice cubes. You're going to need a tablespoon in order to measure your ingredients, and your ingredients will need to be mixed in some form of mixing bowl. I recommend using an electronic mixer if you have one available, but if you don't, a whisk is fine. Once your ingredients are whipped together, a spatula is very useful into getting it into your cup, and of course, you're going to need a cup to drink out of. Bonus points if you use a mason jar. To make whipped coffee, we're going to take equal parts sugar, instant coffee beans, and water. Because I have a relatively large mason jar, I'm going to end up using 3 tablespoons of each. So I'm going to grab my tablespoon, and I'm going to measure 3 tablespoons of sugar. Now, I'm using raw sugar because that's my preference, but this works with white sugar as well. So we're going to measure 3 tablespoons and put it in our mixing bowl. And then we're going to measure 3 tablespoons of instant coffee beans. I'm using regular flavored coffee beans, but you can use decaf or you can get flavored coffee beans like vanilla or hazelnut if that is your preference. So same thing, I'm going to take 3 tablespoons of instant coffee and add it to my bowl. Next, I have to mix hot water with my coffee beans and sugar. I went ahead and measured 3 tablespoons of hot water into a microwave-safe measuring cup, and I microwaved it for a minute so it boiled. You could alternatively use a kettle. And now that my water is hot, I'm going to go ahead and mix it with the coffee beans and sugar. As soon as I pour it in, I'm going to start mixing it with my electric mixer. It should only take about a minute to get to that whipped consistency. If you don't have an electric mixer, you can mix it with a whisk by hand, but it might take up to 5 minutes to get to that whipped consistency. And there we go. We have a nice whipped consistency for our coffee mix. Now that we have our coffee whipped, we're gonna take a couple ice cubes, about 3 or 4 ice cubes, and put them in your cup. Whipped coffee is best served cold. And we're gonna pour our milk into that cup. Now, I'm using 2% milk because that's my preference, but you can substitute this for almond milk, coconut milk, oat milk, skim milk, whole milk, whatever is your preferred milk of choice. And then we're going to take our spatula or a spoon and our whipped coffee, and we're going to gently pour it into our cup. And there you have it, folks, whipped coffee. You can fluff yours up by adding your preferred coffee creamer or syrup to the mix, or by adding a drizzle of caramel or chocolate syrup. If you like our recipe, give it a try and post it on Instagram. Don't forget to tag us at AskElmhurst or by using the hashtag AskElmhurst. Have a nice day!